What's going on, good people? Just coming back at you with another message. This message right here, it's going to be a message about arguments and faith and why it just don't work. At the end of the day, everybody has their own belief system. Everybody's going to have a lane that they're going to travel with the belief system that best fits their lifestyle, their way of thinking, their personal, idea, and in some cases agenda. One thing I like about just choosing, it's choice, free will. You gotta remember that. To follow Christ is, if you look at the example that Christ stood for, Christ didn't put pressure on anybody to believe or to feel or to think whatever they want us to think, feel, or believe. He just let them live. For those who chose to follow in his walk, they were blessed in their ways. They were healed. They were raised from the dead. There were witnesses in that region and time that have an account that they took with them. Some took to the grave and some passed it on in scripture of what Jesus stood for. I know a lot of fools. I know a lot of people out there who think foolishness, who live in foolishness, who act like fools, who are fools. But I know one thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to argue with a fool, especially when it comes to spirituality, because you'll never win trying to argue with somebody who is determined to not be told wrong. If you want to accept what I believe and you want me to accept what you believe, we have to have a conversation. You present your viewpoint, you present the things that you consider to be facts about whatever you believe in, and I'll do the same. I'll present the things the facts of the things that I believe in, or to show the proof and the evidence of what I believe to be true. And if we don't jihad, we just disagree. We agree to disagree. But at the end of the day, for me, it's just all about respect. I'm not going to argue with another man about his faith. I'm not going to argue with another man about no politics. I'm not going to argue with another man about religion. I'm not going to argue with another man about ideas and belief systems and basically things that are, we just have to have. And for religion, you got to have faith. Politics is opinion. Religion is just a belief system. So those three arenas that I'm just not going to argue with a person. And I see there's a lot of religion being mixed with politics and religion being mixed with spirituality. And I'm like, that's where people are making the first mistakes. Those three things cannot be mixed together. You cannot have a productive conversation in talking about those three things together. Spirituality is one thing separate. Everybody in the same accord. They're going to agree. And then those who don't agree, you just disagree. Politics is another standpoint or viewpoint that is just a lot of opinion based. There's nothing really factual about it except the fact that government is going to always win. The government is going to always, have the final say. And then religion is based on belief systems that were brought about by different prophets, by different religious leaders, by different, regions of beliefs. You have Allah with the Muslims, you have obviously Jehovah and Jesus with the Christians. Now the other belief systems, like maybe, I don't know, Scientology, Buddhism, I always bring those up because those are like the main ones. I know there's plenty more out there. You got you got, you got Masai Buddhism, you got the Torah, you got the Quran, you got, I can't even think of the other ones out there right now because there's so many. Because I'm thinking of the different sects within, like, Christianity and within religion, within the Bible. You got the Protestants, you got the Catholics, you got the Baptists, you got the Pentecostal, you got the Methodists, you got the, you got so many. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, once you start thinking about it, like, it just all starts to just, like me, I'm just getting confused right now because I can't, it's just too much. It's just too much. And that's why for me, it's like, it's not worth the argument. So when it's all said and done, have your belief system. If it's different than what I believe in, you know, we could come together and we can talk about it. But I'm not gonna confuse myself trying to wrap my head around something that to you makes sense or to me makes sense. But when we don't agree, it's like it's just a problem, and I don't want a problem. So yeah, that was a lot. I gotta sit here now and think about all these religions that are out there that I couldn't even think of on the fly, because all this is on the fly. So anyway, keep saving souls. God bless you. May God keep you.